Hello everybody, Gina Aliotti here, and I'm off to yoga, so not dressed like this to go to the gym, but I'm heading out the door to yoga, and I haven't really verbalized it, but I'm on another 21-day yoga challenge, just my personal challenges. I always like to keep myself kind of on my toes and kind of fun to do little challenges, whether it be cutting out protein shakes for a couple weeks or doing a yoga challenge or just something. It's nice to have those mini goals. So whatever they may be, I try to just always keep some sort of goal in mind. And back in March, I did a 21-day yoga challenge. Several of you joined me. And I just kind of felt the need and wanted to do it again. I found myself kind of only going twice a week, and I aimed for about 3 to 4 times. And I said, you know what? I need to commit myself, and I'm ready to do this. So I have committed myself on November 1st to 3 weeks. And today is day 9, so I'm heading out the door. And my point in talking to you right now is that it usually takes a little while to get into the groove of anything that we do. But once you kind of get into your groove and your routine, then you just kind of, that momentum carries you through. And that is the same with habits. And our habits are created when we focus on one thing. We have our mind in the game, and nothing is going to stop us. And we just day in and day out practice these habits. And before you know it, a week of practicing this habit turns into 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turns into 3 weeks. And at that 3-week mark, usually at that 3-week mark, studies have shown that things become habits. And I can already tell that on day 9, actually was experiencing this yesterday as I was driving to yoga, I was like, you know what? When I first started the 21 days, I was like, okay, how am I going to make this happen? 21 days of this, how am I going to squeeze this into my day? Because my days are jam-packed. But then come day 8, yesterday was the first day that I realized this, as I was driving, I told myself, you know what, I'm excited to go. I can't see myself not going. I already kind of fit it into my routine. So that's why it's so important to have these goals and just make things happen. Find a way to make things happen. Before you know it, that momentum is what carries you through. When I was a competitor, same thing happened to me. You know, the first day or 2 is just kind of getting into your groove, but then after you're kind of on day 5, day 6, and into weeks into your prep or whatever it is you're doing, you just can't imagine your life without it. So I'm on day 9 today. I'm excited to go and just want to really emphasize that give yourself mini goals. 3 weeks I find to be a really good amount of time to set a new habit, to establish a habit, but also it's not too much time so it doesn't seem overwhelming. So 3 weeks, 21 days is a very realistic yet challenging goal for you. And one other thing is, you know, sometimes we ask ourselves, how are we going to get all this stuff done? When you think about something, you wonder how you're going to fit everything into your schedule. But I found for myself, and I'm sure you can relate, that the more you have going on, the more that you have on your plate, for some reason, you just are more efficient and more productive. But when you have things in line and you have a goal in mind, you're just gonna find a way to make things happen. So if you know, I need to go to yoga every day, or I'm committing myself to the gym every day, you commit yourself, you have to make it happen. Whether you get up an hour earlier, you go to bed an hour later, whatever it is, you have to get it done because you have set a goal. So it's really important to establish these mini goals. Give yourself 3 weeks, 21 days, very realistic amount of time, and go after it. So I'm heading out the door to yoga, day 9, and what is your goal that you're going to work on? Give it some thought. And maybe it's a yoga challenge, maybe it's committing yourself to the gym, maybe it's reading or meditating. We've talked about all these different kinds of goals. Think about something that you can do for 21 days. If it's not today or tomorrow that you start, maybe think about something for December. It's a perfect month. It's the end of the year, and commit yourself to 3 weeks. You're gonna feel amazing and get things accomplished so much more than you thought you would when you didn't have the goal. So give it some thought, and I cannot wait to hear what your goals are.